everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. It's Monday, which means we got brand new AKA cards in-game. In today's video, we're going to cover those new cards. We're going to talk about an LTD glitch that happened earlier this morning, and also go over the content schedule for this week in MUT, which features the return of a good program for MUT 23. Let's go ahead and talk about that LTD glitch. To me, it wasn't anything major, and I'm sorry if you feel like the title of this video was a little clickbaity, but there was an LTD glitch that happened this morning. Basically, there was about a 60 to 90 minute period or window where you just could not sell any LTDs. I think it was excluding the presents from the Zero Chill promo, like Refrigerator Perry and Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson. I think those were sellable, but all other LTDs in the game were not able to be sold. I'm guessing it was a mistake, and we've seen several of these from EA this year, last year, the year before, but I'm guessing it was just a mistake on EA's part. How it happens, I have no idea, but it did happen. But if you go into any LTD now in-game on any console, you should be able to sell them. So if you happen to be on the game earlier this morning and notice that you couldn't sell them, you should be good to go now. It seems to be all cleared up. Didn't see any information regarding it. It is coming from EA on Twitter or anything. They did tweet out the content schedule for this week. So again, AKA Cruise drops today and every Monday for the foreseeable future. We got one LTD and then two set cards. I'm assuming that's how it's going to be for the duration of this promo each and every Monday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We do have GMM twice this week, so January 24th, which is going to be Wednesday, and then January 25th, which will be Thursday, both at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, both likely to do reveals for the promos that are out on those days, and weekly wild cards is back. So on Wednesdays, it looks like this will be the new Team of the Week promo, if you will. If you didn't play MUT last year or just don't remember, weekly wild cards basically was kind of a promo that randomly gives out cards to people who need them, and to me it was great for theme teams. It was just great for weekly content, and I'm happy to see that it's back. We'll see if there's any twist to it or shake up as to how it works, but on the 24th, that Wednesday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, they will likely be revealing all of the weekly wild cards and what comes along with this promo. Also, there will probably be a teaser tomorrow night, Tuesday night, on Twitter about 7 p.m. Eastern Time to get our first look at weekly wildcards. We got part 3 of the playoff promo, which should be the final release. Now, it doesn't say final release on this graphic, but I would assume that it is, and that's also going to be dropping on Thursday, like part 1 and 2 at about 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And on the 25th, which is Thursday at 10:30 a.m. on GMM, they will be doing the reveal for those cards. Again, maybe Wednesday night on Twitter, we get one teaser for an LTD or one of the champions, and you can expect the 94s and 95s likely to be based off of players who had a good game this past weekend. So leave your guesses down below in the comment section. Let me know who you think is going to get a part 3 playoff card. It's likely going to come from all the winning teams there. So we got Lions, 49ers, Ravens, and Chiefs. And then on Saturday, which could end up being the last legend drop of the week, we'll probably find that out Friday night, but Saturday we got Legends 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and you're also going to have your opportunity to redeem those tokens. If you're caught up on solos, you'll be able to redeem those tokens for a free non-LTD and also non-BND legend of your choice. Now, regarding the upgradable playoff cards from the wildcard weekend and then on to the divisional round, they have not been updated yet. So the only two cards that I actively have right now are Jason Kelsey, who obviously lost in the first round, and then Jordan Poyer, who lost yesterday. But if you go into either of these cards, and I would assume this is going to be for any of these cards that started out at a 90 or a 91 overall, there is no upgrade edition. We'll find out more than likely tomorrow what it's going to cost to upgrade the players to a 92 overall who lost their games, and then also the players who won their games should be able to upgrade to a 92 and for free. So, well, maybe like 4 training at most. So if you happen to save these packs, you should still have the ability or opportunity to go into the pack and pick, if I wanted to get Jadeveon Clowney, I now know that I can get him to a 92 overall for possibly 2 training. Or if we take like Trent McDuffie, who started at a 90 overall, he's going to be able to go up to a 92 overall. But if you happen to have either of these packs, the divisional pack or the wildcard pack, I would hang on to them and not make that decision until we find out who's going to the Super Bowl. If you only have the wildcard pack, this one did not update with the 91 overall cards from the teams who got a bye week. So if we do end up getting a Ravens versus 49ers Super Bowl, you're not going to be able to get either of those cards from this pack. But if you did the set last week for the division divisional round, which did cost a little bit more as far as what cards needed to go into it. That pack, as you just saw, will give you your option of the cards from 49ers and Ravens, and a new set will likely also be added in a couple days, probably on Thursday, that will allow you to still pick the players that are available right now, well, all players, but it'll be updated as far as the costs go on that set, so it is going to end up costing more. That's why we made a video several weeks ago now, or several days ago and weeks ago, going over why you should have been doing those sets earlier and just saving them like I am. But just wanted to give you that update. You cannot upgrade those cards just yet, but last week it happened on a Tuesday, so I'm guessing this week it'll also happen on a Tuesday. Let's go over the new AKA content. So we got solo challenges. You want to play through these throughout this promo to earn a free AKA card of your choice, a non-LTD one, similar to the Legends program. So each week we're going to get new solos that feature some of the players that dropped. For example, today we got Syracuse legend Keith Bullock and also Devin Hester. You beat their solos, you're going to earn milestone stars, and if you go into the milestone rewards, the majority of the rewards you're going to get are AKA Cruise tokens. Now, this isn't the only way you can earn those tokens, but if you're no money spent, this will be the only way that you can go out and earn them. Occasionally, there's going to be a fantasy pack thrown in there, like at tier 5, you get an 87 overall AKA Cruise card. It's a fantasy pack, a non-BND card, so you can use it in an item set or sell it for coin or quick sell it for training. But the majority of the rewards, like I said, aside from the packs and the coins, are going to be these AKA Crew tokens, which you can go over to item sets in exchange for a free AKA card. There is one other way to earn those tokens, and we'll talk about it more when we get to pack offers, but again, if you want to be no money spent, solos is going to be the only way, and there's a couple different options in which you can use those tokens. Now, you can take my advice and use it, or you can not use it. It's up to you, but to me, using either of your tokens or any of your tokens on these two sets right here is not worth it, in my opinion. So for 6 tokens, you get a hero card, which is like a 91 overall card right now, and it's BND, so you can't use it into an item set. And then also for 20 tokens, you can get a hero card, which again, at this point would be a 91. As the promo evolves, we'll see 92s, 93s, etc. These cards are sellable, so you can make coin, but for 10 more tokens, you can get a champion, which by the time most of you get to 30 tokens, and you're going to be able to get there either not spending money or spending money. If you do spend money, you're going to get there faster, but by the time the masses get to 30 tokens, we're probably going to be at like 96, potentially 97 overall cards. So I think it's better to have patience, save all the tokens you earn, regardless of how you get them, until you get up to 30 and use them on a free full champion versus getting a hero, which is not going to be a full card and will be quickly outdated by the time you use those tokens. So stay away from them. Again, my opinion, do what you want though. You got 2 different set cards and 1 LTD that dropped today. So the 2 set cards are going to be Syracuse legend Keith Bullock. Happy to see him get another card here. And then Devin Hester. The set requirements are going to be the same somewhat as last week, seeing that we're still at 94s. So if you go in here, you need a player specific 91. So you need Bullock's 91 and then any other 4 91s from the previous week. From this week, it doesn't matter. You put all 5 of those cards into a set. In return, you're going to go ahead and get the champion card of your choice. I don't know how much longer we're going to be at 94s, but with the playoff promo ending this week and the Super Bowl promo likely dropping next week, I would not be surprised if we move over to 95 overall champions and 96 overall LTDs. So if you happen to have 91s from this AKA promo, today or this week might be the best time to either use them or sell them, because they could end up not being useful if we go up to 95s and 96s. Now, when it comes to these cards, the main draw for them is the built-in X Factor and the discounted abilities. We saw it with Megatron last week in his LTD, but some of these other cards are really good. I mean, this Justin Matabuki, probably one of my favorite cards in the game right now. So the LTD today is going to be Reggie White, and if you take a look here, his X Factors were broken originally, but it looks like it's fixed now. So his X Factor, which starts on, is going to be Unstoppable Force, which is probably going to be the best way to get a pass rush in this game right now, much like it was last year. We saw the same thing with George Karlaftis is one of those cards. Eagles legend Shaq Maniac had a card that kind of did the same thing there. So this card could end up being the best pass rushing card in the game just because of this X Factor alone. Now, he does get some decent discounted abilities, but to me, maybe use double or nothing nothing for 1 AP is pretty good. No outsiders I wouldn't bother with. Edge threat has been pretty much useless this year. I think this card's going to end up being pretty expensive just because of that X factor, and the attributes are cracked too. I know a lot of people look at the speed right away and say he's too slow. Look at everything else. 97 strength, 90 tackle, 96 block shed, 96 power move, 95 finesse move. It's not often you see those three attributes, block shed, power move, finesse move, all in the 90s right now for some players, and all of his are 95 plus, you know, best pass rusher in the game. And if you haven't figured it out with the LTDs here, we got Reggie White, we got Megatron. These are basically cards from last year, but they got bumped up to better this year. So I would not be surprised to see a Quadfather come out from last year, maybe even the Gus Bus card, Gus Edwards. Brian Dawkins can end up being one of them. There were really a lot of really good AKA cards that dropped last year, and basically they're reskinning them, rebranding them, and putting them out this year. I get it. Recycle content. I'm with you on that one. But I think these LTDs from this promo throughout the duration of the year until this ends are going to be some of the best cards in the game because of those X factors. Now we have Devin Hester here, who's going to have, it looks like, AKA Route Technician activated. So this one will start on for 4 plays, and he's going to have better route running, which could be very helpful against man coverage if you're struggling against that. There's also a Deep Elite, which starts on for 5 plays, and that's going to give you improved catching on deep passes. Both of these are X factors and cost 0 AP. So, you know, again, I talked about it a moment ago with Megatron and with Reggie White. Matabuki is very good for that reason. The Ray Nitschke is very good for that reason. This one isn't as good because those X factors aren't like game breaking or anything like Megatron's is, but still overall a good card. And here are his discount abilities, not very good at all. They should have gave him Slot Apprentice for maybe 1 AP or 0 AP, or, you know, something better than these two. So I don't really like the abilities on this Hester card. It's decent, but I wouldn't rush out to get that one done unless you need it for theme team purposes. But Keith Bullock, surprisingly, is going to be a really good card. So he's 6'3", 94 speed, 94 block shed, 90 finesse move, 84 power move. He's not really going to be a great pass rusher, but he does have the abilities here to stop the run. And also, if you scroll down and take a look at the defensive attributes, they gave him 94 zone, 96 hit power, 94 man. He's going to be really good against the pass as well here, whether you're controlling him or you're letting the, you know, the AI control him. His X factor is going to give you the avalanche, which I don't think is very good. The one that I would go ahead and use here is going to be dual threat, so higher chance to defeat pass blocks and disrupt catches. This is almost like a zone knockout, but for man and zone coverage, and he's going to be able to stop pass blocking, so you can use him as a rusher. This is a really versatile card, and his abilities, he's going to get Lurk Artist for 0 AP, so, you know, a medium route KO for 2 AP isn't bad either. I really think this is a good card, and I think a lot of people are going to sleep on it if they don't use the information that I just went over with on this. We close it out with pack offers for these AKA cards. So there is a $25 pack here that's going to give you 2 random choices of an 87 plus, you get one of those, 2 random choices of a 91 plus, you get one of those, and then another random 2 choices of 2 91 plus cards, you get one, but it also includes 2 tokens. So again, we talked about the importance of those tokens, and if you're no money spent, you're not going to be able to take advantage of this offer, but if you do occasionally spend money and play solos, you're going to get that free card quicker. And I think for $25, maybe not a bad deal here. I'll probably open it up, to be honest with you. You might want to save your money if, you know, you don't spend it often for the Super Bowl promo, especially if we see an increase in overalls very soon. But overall, for $25, not a bad deal. I like these cards today, but I don't think they're good enough to go out and spend $100, so I would stay far away from this $100 bundle. And then, of course, you have your individual packs for $78K. I opened up all 15 of these last week, and they were all terrible. I think I got 191, and the rest were all the bare minimum cards, which I think was an 87 overall. So as I say all the time, save your coins, buy the players you want, don't use them on packs, because more times than not, some of you are going to get lucky, but more times than not, most of you are not going to get lucky, and it's just going to end up wasting coins in the long run there. So those are the pack offers. The 200-point offer is a 90-plus BND Angry Runs player. You know, if you get Will Levis or Cordero Patterson, it's worth it. Otherwise, probably not. And the 1 coin pack, I thought I saw it somewhere here. Maybe it disappeared on me. I guess there might be a 1 coin pack offer, but I don't have it in my store. Sometimes this happens, unfortunately, so some of you guys might see it, but I certainly do not. And there you have it. That is the content. Might have one more video later today going over a best position at every budget video. But for now, thank you guys for tuning into this one. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.